Welcome to Parade Academy, dear students. So today we will discuss the original North Americans. So this is for standard 7 and English. Subject is English. Okay. So in this video we'll discuss all question answer of your textbook. So let's start. So first question is choose the best answer. So first question is answer is the American Indians are now called Native Americans. So next question number 2, it is definitely true of Native Americans that they came from another continent. Then question number 3, Christopher Columbus made his voyage because he was looking for a quick way to get to India. Then question number 4, Geronimo became the chief of this tribe because he was very brave. The great advantages of games to American Indians was that they helped them to survive. Next question number 6. Today's Native Americans have equal rights with all other Americans. So then next complete each sentence. So each American Indian tribe lived as one extended family. The European settlers forced the natives to live in separate area reserved for them. Then question number 3, the European settlers captured Geronimo and exiled him to Florida. Question number 4, the American Indians played games that helped them develop their skills for hunting and fighting. The Apache, the Comanche, and the Cherokee were the native North American tribes. The Native Americans have now won for themselves equal rights with all other Americans. The next question number 7. After crossing the Atlantic Ocean, Columbus reached the West Indies. Next question number 8. The continents of North and South America were known to Europeans in the time of Columbus. Then next comparison question. So answer is the question briefly. So first question, who did Columbus call Indians and why? Columbus called Native American Indians. In those days, Europeans did not know that the continents of North and South America existed. When Columbus reached the West Indies, he thought he had reached India and called the people he met there Indians. Then next, how did Geronimo become the chief of this tribe? Geronimo did not inherit this chiefdom. He became the chief of his tribe through his bravery. He fought for his tribe against the European settlers. Then question number 3. Who were the first people to live in North America? The first people to live in North America were the Indians. They are said to have crossed to the North American continent from Asia about 20,000 years ago. The name Indians was given to them by Columbus, who landed there in 1492. The next question number 4. How were the shamans important to American Indians? The shamans were the medical men who belonged to the North American tribes. They used various tribal herbal remedies to cure their people. Naturally, they were important to their people. Next, question number 5. What traditional festivals did the American Indian have? Then answer is there were many different tribes of American Indians. Each tribe had its own different festivals. For example, the farming tribes celebrated harvest festival. They performed rain dances. The hunting tribes lived in tall tents made of buffalo skin. To improve their hunting skill, they did a type of dance called the buffalo dance. The next question number 6. Why were the Native Americans originally called Indians? It was Columbus who gave the Native Americans the name of Indians. It was a mistake on his part. He was a Spanish explorer. He had started from Spain to find a short route to India. When he landed in what we now call the West Indies, he thought he had reached India. He called the people he met there Indians. Thus, the Native American came to called Indians. Then next question number 7. How did the European settlers treat the American Indians? The European settlers treated the American Indians very cruelly. They drove them away from their hunting grounds. They forced them to live in separate areas reserved for them. They called such areas reservations. The poor natives were forced to live like captives on their own land. The next question of 8. How were games of great advantages to American Indians? The American Indians played many different type of games. They played hunting games. They used bows and arrows to shoot at targets. They ran foot races over long distances. These games helped them to improve their agility and speed. They helped them to develop their hunting and fighting skills. Next question number 9. What did the American Indians do to have food for themselves? The American Indians hunted big animals like wild buffalo for their food. Tribes that lived near water collected fish for their food. Some tribes got their food by planting crops such as corn and beans. Next question number 10. What is the greatest American Indian contribution to the world? The world owes to American Indians such crops as potatoes, beans, maize, tomatoes, cocoa, and the pineapple. Before the time of Columbus, these plants are unknown to the world. They are the greatest American Indian contribution to the world. पहले ज़माने में इस चीज़ का नाम भी कोई नहीं जानता था. पटाटो हो गया, बीन्स, मैच, सब इंडियंस वाले ने बताया सबको. Columbus was a Spanish explorer. He wanted to find a short sea route to India. It was with this purpose that he sailed across the Atlantic Ocean. Next, question number 12. Why did American Indian tribe not have much time for games? The American Indian tribes lived a hard life. They had to find food for themselves by hunting wild animals. Those who lived near water had to catch fish for their food. Others had to grow some kind of crops for their food. Naturally, They did not have much time for games. Then come to the hordes. So first question. So yes, the history of India is almost the same as that of the American Indians. When the European began to settle in North America, the natives were divided into many different tribes. Where the Indians state ruled by many different rulers, when the British came to India, the British took them under their control one by one and at last enslaved the whole of India. Similarly, the European settlers subdued the Native Americans one by one and made them their slaves. The Indians were treated cruelly by British just as the Native Americans were treated cruelly by the European settlers. The native had to struggle hard and make many sacrifices to win their freedom and equal rights with the other Americans. The history of India too has been almost the same. Then next question number 2, do you find anyone in your own country who did for his people what Geronimo did for his people? In our country we have many Geronimios who did the same for their people as Geronimo did for his people. To count a few of them, we had Jhansi Ki Rani, Bhagat Singh, Subhash Chandra Bose, Sardar Patel, Lala Lajpat Rai, and countless others. Then come to the word powers. First question, Varun denied breaking the window. The athlete kept training all winters. The police warned us of the danger. James confused to breaking the window. The chief fought to unite the different tribes. The crime was committed by a 60 years old woman. Harry caught some branches of the apple tree. The next question, using the most appropriate word. Using the most, Kishore was released when it was proved that he had not committed the murder. He had been arrested because the police believed he was determined to have revenge on the victim for running his business. In fact, he had not attacked the victim. He had not even threatened to do anything to him. The judge accepted Kishore's explanation because the real murderer Chandan had surrendered to the police. Then grammar in use. So first question, read the situations and say what has happened. Madhu, she cannot walk and her leg is in plaster. She has broken her leg. पैर टूट गया है. So question number 2, the temperature was 30 degree, now it is 28. The temperature has fallen. Last month petrol was 70 rupees a liter, now it is 75. The price of petrol has been raised. Manoj did not have bread before, now he has a bread. Manoj has grown a bread. Mina's English was not very good, now it is a bit better. Mina has improved her English. Complete the answer to each question. Would you like something to eat? No, thanks. I have just had my lunch. Do you know where Sonia is? Yes, I have just seen here in the park. What time is Raju leaving? He has already left. What is in the newspaper today? I don't know. I have not read it yet. Then speaking and listening, you can write. If your teacher is saying, then just read and write. Recite this thing. My this is my life of my ancestors. You can write a short note. So that's it. The end. Thank you for subscribing my channel, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.